Plus, new details right now on this deadly train crash in New York.
And tonight, we're learning about another deadly train crash, this one in our state.
Over the last few days, lots of clouds, cool temperatures, and a few showers. But look at this big warm-up we've got on tap for the next few days. I'll have the complete first alert forecast coming up. WECT News at 11 starts now.
Where news comes first.
It's repeating, these storms moving extremely quickly. They are moving at 40, 50 miles per hour. That means if a tornado warning is issued, which we now have for northwestern Columbus County and western sections of Bladen County, that you don't have very long to react.
Weekend, and unfortunately, I'm not too happy about the chance of rain, specifically on Friday or Saturday morning, Eric. But
I give her 70-degree temperatures. I give her sunshine all this time, and she's complaining about a little bit of rain, which, by the way, we actually need.
I know.
Yeah, you give us a little bit of rain.
Shame on me.
Shame on Kim. That's right.
Just one of the sights you see now when you go to New York.
I bet it's cold there, though. Wouldn't you think it'd be a little chilly to be dropping your pants?
Not really.
No?
No.
Warm there too, huh?
Great pants dropping weather right now in New York City.
You sound like you speak from experience, Eric.
I don't, but I guess if you're going that route, it's not all that bad in New York City. Now, if you're in the western part of the U.S., maybe somewhere like Denver or Minneapolis, you probably don't want to do that. Well, you probably don't want to do it anyway, but you certainly wouldn't want to do it because of the weather. 63 right now in Wilmington. 50. Storm is actually looking more and more. I've been kind of focusing on that storm because it is looking very impressive right now, and it is getting very close to the towns right now of Delway and Harrells. Those towns definitely very much in jeopardy. Look at that hook echo. You can see it very nicely right now showing up on the First Alert digital Doppler. It's that gate-to-gate shear that we're talking about, and again, this classic inflow notch which we're seeing, and again the circulation center right about here, and that's going to look at that on velocity. It's really showing up very nicely. You've got the greens one direction for the radar, the reds the other direction for the radar. That's the gate-to-gate shear that we're talking about, and this is getting ready to cross Highway 421 right in the vicinity of Delway and Harrell. So again, this is in Sampson County that we're talking about. Very likely a tornado. It's certainly very strong indications of it on the Doppler radar. I haven't seen any confirmed reports of it on the ground, but it would not shock me at all. And again, if you are in the towns of Delway and Harrells, you need to take cover right now because this possible tornado will be crossing right over Highway 421. And Colin, we should probably do a storm track on this particular cell because I'm really getting concerned about it because the shears are just, again, a very impressive looking storm. We've seen this quite a bit today, too many times. And again, as we said, Delway, it's literally right on top of you. But if this circulation cell holds together, and you can see that classic hook echo, it's really showing up right now very nicely. It's going to be moving up into Duplin County, right in the vicinity of Magnolia, and possibly up around the Kenansville area and Beulaville area. Once again, probably more northern Duplin County, probably a little more in jeopardy with this particular cell. But again, southern Sampson County, and again, this one has got the potential also to cross Interstate 40 if it holds together. But very strong signatures with that particular cell.
This is meteorologist Eric Davis with your First Alert weather.
Another day where we had to endure clouds, a couple of showers, and also some cool temperatures across southeastern North Carolina. Once again, the temperature falling short of the 60-degree mark. But I can assure you as we move forward, that's not going to be much of a problem. At least in the short term, though, here's some more good news for you. We had a lot of clouds around the area for much of the day, but it looks like as we progress through the evening hours, skies are going to begin to clear out. But also with those clearing skies, it looks like temperatures are going to fall tonight down into the mid-40s by the time we hit 10 o'clock this evening, and probably bottoming out in the upper 30s in most locations. So while temperatures will be a little bit chilly tomorrow morning, I assure you, once we hit tomorrow afternoon, and particularly as we head for the rest of the week, we are going to have a big warming trend setting up across the area. Weak area of low pressure off the Carolina coastline tonight, continuing to pull away from southeastern North Carolina. So any lingering showers, it looks like, will quickly come to an end this evening. We even have clearing skies now, especially as you head over towards Interstate 95. Skies have cleared out very nicely across Brunswick and Columbus County. As we take a look at the big picture, well, as we've been telling you, the area of low pressure, that's what affected our weather today. There's a big, and I mean a huge, Arctic front right now progressing across the central U.S. and behind this some bitterly cold air now moving into parts of the Dakotas and Nebraska and even as far south as the Texas Panhandle. It looks like the potential tonight for some wintry precipitation and some freezing temperatures. But for us, here's what's moving in our direction. A warm front that's going to surge through the area, we think, as we head through the next few days. And we're going to be talking about unseasonably warm temperatures as we progress into the middle part of the week, and especially by the end of the week. So there's your area of low pressure continuing to pull away tonight. Hour by hour forecast model has mostly clear skies by midnight tonight. When you wake up tomorrow morning, we very well may see temperatures dipping down into the upper 30s. Wind not much of a problem for tomorrow. Late in the day tomorrow, probably a little more cloud cover streaming into the area. And then with this warm front, we may actually have some showers moving into the area now, it looks like on Wednesday morning. So that is a new addition to the forecast, the potential for some showers on Wednesday morning. I wouldn't expect them to stick around very long. Skies should begin to clear out as we head towards Wednesday afternoon, and we are going to see some temperatures surge on Wednesday afternoon and only get warmer as we head towards Thursday and Friday. Wasn't all that warm today, though. 58 the official high at the airport after a morning low of 48, 63 and 41 the normal numbers for this time of the year. And right now, as we take a look at Banks Channel, of course, we had the big holiday flotilla on Saturday night, 53 degrees, so not cooling off real quickly. We have a light northeast wind at 3 miles per hour, humidity right now at 69%. 55 Elizabethtown, 50 degrees in Clinton, 48 Kenansville, 55 Elizabethtown. Temperatures will continue to fall from here. And a nice picture sent in today from James Bradley. This is a look at the Elizabethtown Christmas parade, which was taking place on, of course, Saturday afternoon. Kind of cloudy and cool for that Christmas parade. Definitely felt like Christmas over the weekend across much of the area. So for the rest of tonight, we'll clear out a little bit on the chilly side, even at Oak Island. 40 degrees, the overnight low, northwest winds around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 64 degrees for your high. And the First Alert planning forecast, here's the warming trend, 70 degrees on Wednesday. We have added the shower chance on Wednesday morning, and then it only gets warmer from there. 72 on Thursday, 77 on Friday. Are you kidding me? Looks like over the weekend we may pay the price, though, as the next front begins to move in. Showers likely on Saturday and especially on Sunday, cooling down. But take a look at this pattern on Friday, Fran. This is unbelievable. A huge dip in the jet stream, bringing bitterly cold air to much of the western and central U.S. And where is the oasis from the cold? Right here in southeastern North Carolina. We will be nice and warm with those highs in the upper 70s while the rest of the country freezes. Fran?
I had to look up. Did he say 77? That's pretty cool. All right, thanks so much, Eric. Need to refinance or...
Meteorologist Eric Davis with your First Alert weather.
Weather headline for today has to be much needed rain falling across southeastern North Carolina late last night and early this morning. And some of the rainfall totals actually were pretty impressive across the area. Let's take a look at some of them that we had. 1.18 inches officially at Oak Island. Hampstead coming in with an inch of rain and very close to an inch officially at ILM Airport, 0.99 inches. 86 100ths of an inch at Bladenboro, 78 100th inch of Whiteville. The good news with this rain event is the rainfall totals really weren't that different in most locations. Just about everybody picking up at least a half inch of rain, in most areas a little bit under an inch of rain. We could have used a little bit more, but certainly every drop of rain very welcome, as now 4 of the last 5 months across southeastern North Carolina have featured below normal rainfall. Now, as far as rainfall tonight, all the significant rain is pushed offshore. We have one little upper level disturbance right now passing just north of the area, producing some very light showers around Raleigh. But once this little trough moves out of here, much drier air now beginning to invade western sections of North Carolina, and it's that air mass that's going to overspread the area over the next couple of days. As we take a look at the big picture, as we said, there's that last trough moving across the area. High pressure beginning to build in from the west, and that's going to be sliding to our north as we head through the day on Sunday. As a result, lots of sunshine, and instead of high temperatures in the 70s, looks like our high temperatures tomorrow will be dropping into the 60s. Our hour-by-hour forecast, there it is, mostly clear skies for the overnight hours. Temperatures probably right around 50 degrees, maybe upper 40s when you wake up tomorrow morning. Wind shifting around to the northwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mid-60s for highs tomorrow afternoon. We'll have plenty of sunshine, but because of that cooler air mass, temperatures are just not going to warm up very much. And you can be sure by the time Monday morning rolls around, it's going to be quite cool. Temperatures will start off in the lower 40s on Monday morning, and a little bit of a northerly breeze as well. And temperatures on Monday afternoon probably struggling to hit the 60-degree mark. I do think Monday will be the coolest day of the next 7, and then a pretty nice warming trend as we head through the rest of the week. Numbers for today, 72 the high after a morning low of 64 degrees. There's that rainfall total, about an inch officially. We still have a 4-inch rainfall deficit, though, for 2013. And temperature department, well, finally, we broke the string. Of course, we had some warm temperatures today in Wilmington, and finally, for the first time since January, it turned out October was above normal by 0.3 of a degree. But you notice September, August, and July all had below normal temperatures at ILM, and it looks like so far for 2012, we're running a little bit below normal in the temperature department. 59 degrees officially at the airport right now. The winds have shifted around to the northwest at about 9 miles per hour, 75% on the humidity. 59 Wilmington, 59 in Kenansville, and 58 degrees in Fayetteville. So for the rest of tonight, clearing skies will bottom out at 48 degrees in Wilmington. North winds around 5 miles per hour. Lots of sunshine, but much cooler tomorrow. 66 for your high, north winds 8 to 12, and the First Alert Planning forecast 66 for tomorrow. Remember, daylight savings time. You get that extra hour sleep. Set your clocks back an hour before you go to bed, and then we start to warm things up. The coolest day Monday, and then back up to 68 on Tuesday. Great weather for Election Day. Just a very slight chance of a spotty shower. And how about that? By the end of the week, we could be talking about highs near 80 degrees on Thursday, and Thursday also happens to be the day we'll have our best chance of rain. The next front approaches, showers and maybe a few thunderstorms, but that could set the stage for some cooler weather by the end of the week.
Yeah, I mean, it's you say cooler weather, but then 79 degrees.
Yeah, kind of a roller coaster this week. We go down on Monday, back up close to 80 on Thursday, and then we might cool down again.
Right back down.
That tends to be what happens in November, the temperature roller coaster.
Can't decide, keep the window open, turn the air on, turn the heat on. You don't
You're doing it all.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Eric. Well, some news just into our newsroom from...
Not a total rain out either. All right, now let's send it over to Holden Beach, where we've got Eric, and we've also got First Alert meteorologist Taisha Scott there. It's a Weather Radio Wednesday. What's up there, Eric, from Holden Beach?
Well, thank you, Gannon. It looks like we've had a great crowd so far, Holden Beach. Probably one of the best crowds we've had for Weather Radio Wednesday. I think the folks in Holden Beach and around Brunswick County really taking the weather threat very seriously. Remember, even though the tropics have been very quiet, we are ramping up to the peak of hurricane season. That's only about 2 weeks from today, the peak of the 2013 hurricane season. And you know, one question we get a lot is, why do we do these Weather Radio Wednesdays so often? And I think the best analogy is, you know, every single home has a smoke detector. It's a very important thing to have. We think it's just as important to have a programmable weather radio, and that's why we go around southeastern North Carolina and really pushing folks to get these programmable weather radios. Why are they so important? Well, the programmable weather radios alert you to severe weather, especially at nighttime when you're asleep, when you're not able to watch WECT or you're not able to be on the computer. Programmable weather radio, very important tool to have because it can alert you to a tornado warning. It can alert you to a severe thunderstorm warning or flooding is going on in your community. And the best part is we have programmers right here. We have weather radios right here available for purchase from Midland, and you can purchase that weather radio, take it over to our programmers. We've got, of course, Aisha, we've got Brad from Brunswick County Emergency Services, and of course Bob Maffett, our trooper, is in here tonight. They are here to program those weather radios along with myself, and we're going to be here at the Walgreens here in Holden Beach. We're going to be here until 7 o'clock this evening, getting folks prepared for severe weather. So while it is quiet right now, that's why you should come down right now. The weather's quiet, no problems down here in Holden Beach tonight, so you will be prepared when severe weather threatens or when hurricane season begins to ramp up. Fran?
All right, certainly looks busy at that Walgreens. Thanks.
Begins today in Chadbourne in Columbus County. Let's check back in with Eric Davis. He is live out there this morning for our weather on the 6s. Eric?
Yeah, Kev, I know we've had a lot of questions about some of the specific things going on at the Strawberry Festival, and I've got just the person to help answer those questions. And that person, Deb Wilson, who's the president of the Strawberry Festival. She's going to tell us all about the events going on this weekend. Now, of course, we all know about strawberries, Strawberry Festival, hot air balloons going on behind us, but there's a lot more to the Strawberry Festival. Why don't you tell us about some of the other big events going on this weekend?
Right. Well, starting in the morning, we're registering for the antique car show and the bike show, and then we have an excellent lineup of entertainment that will start at 9:30 in the morning and run all the way through 9:30 at night. And of course, the Strawberry Festival Parade that starts at 2 o'clock. There's just really a lot of something for everybody. We'll have, I understand we're going to have lawnmower races, you know, lots of things for the kids to do, some pony rides, and the weather's going to be great. So everybody just come on out and enjoy it. We'd love to see you. And Eric, we got you all some fresh strawberries right here in Chadbourne.
Fresh strawberries, gotta love that. Especially gotta love the fresh fruit, the local fruit too, with all those high prices at the grocery store. One other question here: how many balloons are we gonna have out here this weekend?
I think we have about 26, and there are excursion rides available. Those are by appointment, of course, and then they'll be offering tethered rides, the weather permitting. Of course, yeah.
That means pressure on me. I think.
Oceans and waterways. You know, I didn't realize this. They cover more than 70% of the surface of the Earth.
Yes, but despite all of that room, First Alert meteorologist Eric Davis explains why many species of fish are or could be endangered in tonight's special report.
Overfishing is a growing problem that will continue to have a profound impact on both the economic and environmental health along coastal sections of southeastern North Carolina in the years ahead. Overfishing is defined as catching fish and other seafood at a faster pace than the natural replacement rate. Already, the decline of many fish species has cost many Atlantic coastal communities hundreds of millions of dollars and untold environmental damage. One example of a species that has been decimated by overfishing is the red snapper. In recent years, the population has decreased to only 12.5% of a safe level. With the exception of 1 week last September, the federal fisheries have prohibited red snapper harvest since January 2010. The hope from fisheries managers is that the red snapper population will grow back to sustainable levels in the years ahead. Without fishing ban, officials fear the red snapper could suffer the same fate as northern cod, which abruptly collapsed in 1992. To this day, northern cod has not recovered from its collapse, and many New England fishing communities were decimated as a result. Many fishermen, such as Captain Robert Schoonmaker of Carolina Explorer, have mixed feelings about fishing regulations.
The reason I support fishing limits is to help the population. Certain fish are stressed and they need to be able to recover. And then sometimes the science might not be as good as we'd hope, and we see fish that are overregulated when there's plenty of them out there still swimming around.
Schoonmaker cites black sea bass and gray trout as species that are overregulated. He also says fishing limits impact his bottom line and the bottom line of commercial fishermen.
Fishing limits, I know fishing limits impact my bottom line. I take people fishing for a living, so the less amount of fish they can keep, sometimes they're reluctant to come back. You know, they want to be able to take home a cooler full of fish. So it affects my bottom line as well as it does with the commercial fishing, because it basically relates to how many pounds of fish you can bring in, equates to what you make at the end of the trip.
Steve Wyndham is a former chairman of the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission, a body that regulates freshwater fishing in North Carolina. He explains why he thinks regulation is more important than ever.
When you have more and more people seeking the recreation of fishing and an infinite or a limited amount of resource, then you have to guard that resource by setting size limits, manner of take. Manner of take meaning, are you doing it hook and line or by net or bow net, and different things like that.
Wyndham cites a regulation success story in the form of the striped bass, along with another step his former commission has taken to help repopulate the species.
What we've done with striped bass in the Roanoke River Basin, what we're doing with striped bass in our own Cape Fear River right now. The Wildlife Resources Commission is stocking over 100,000 fish a year into the Cape Fear River to reestablish the striped bass that was overfished by nets, by hook and line, just overfished.
The good news is most fish species are still doing well. However, most agree if future generations want to enjoy a wide variety of freshwater and saltwater fish, steps must be taken to limit the catch. I'm Eric Davis for Fox Wilmington.
And for more in-depth coverage on the topic of overfishing, we have posted extended interviews with both Captain Schoonmaker and Mr. Wyndham.
Yeah, you can find them right now on foxwilmington.com. As